Adam Gase out after 3 years as Dolphins head coach. In his first year as Dolphins head coach, Ryan Tannehill had a very good year, got injured in December. They went to the playoffs. Matt Moore took over. They lost in Pittsburgh. Since then, Tannehill has not stayed healthy. That team has not been much, and they are right around 500. Ian Rappaport with us.
What's good, YouTube? Here, want to welcome you guys to our Miami Dolphins Connected franchise series. And yeah, we're here to bring these Miami Dolphins back to relevancy, man. Brand new start, brand new head coach, Christian Rodgers. We just brought him in, replaced Adam Gase. Adam Gase was a good coach, but he wasn't really rubbing off on the team, wasn't really getting it done. So we're going to consistently drop 2 to 3 episodes a week on this Miami Dolphins franchise series. So if you guys want to stay tuned, hit that like button and subscribe for me, man. Let's take a look at this roster, man. We have Ryan Tannehill, we have Brock Osweiler at quarterback, so we definitely need to be looking into drafting a quarterback, but we need other positions as well. We need to buffer up this offensive line. The receivers are decent, but honestly, I want a new start, man. I want to rebuild this team all the way. I'm not going to make dumb trades. We're going to keep it realistic as possible, but we're going to make some changes, definitely. This defense, we have some good, bright pieces on this defense. Minkah Fitzpatrick. Cameron Wake, man, we have a big decision to make, man. He's getting up in age, but he's still productive, man. So I don't know what we're gonna do about him. We have other decisions to make as well, but we'll see about that as we go on. Sean Payton wins Coach of the Year. We see Pat Mahomes wins MVP. Offensive Player of the Year, the AFC East, Patrick Mahomes. Defensive Player of the Year, the AFC, is Darius Leonard in Indianapolis. Aaron Donald for NFC Defensive Player of the Year. Matt Ryan for Offensive Player of the Year, the NFC. Saquon Barkley wins Rookie of the Year, offensively NFC. Raquan Smith, defensively NFC. And as far as the standings, the New Orleans Saints end up with the best record, 14-2. Chargers right behind them, 12-4. Rams 13-3, and so on. And we see who else clinched their playoff berth: Ravens, Titans, Seahawks. But focus on these Dolphins, man. 7-9 record. We're definitely going to do better than that next season. Looks like the Rams and the Ravens are the Super Bowl. That's going to be a good matchup. We're going to do some scouting, man. We got to check these scouting college players. Draft class I created myself, man. It took me all night to make this draft class. This is as realistic as possible. No cheese. Everyone's realistic, man. Everyone's distinct, very different. Everybody has their own different traits. I feel like this is a very realistic draft class. Dynamic receivers, dynamic running backs. A franchise quarterback would definitely be ideal, but I don't know if we'll get a pick that high to draft one of these top 5 quarterbacks. So, spent a lot of scouting points. Let's see. I think we have a player or two to upgrade. Who is that? Xavier Howard. Yeah, definitely we have to upgrade him. Now we're going to see if we can get us a trade, man. I want to give me another top 10 pick. That'd be nice to stash us another top 10 pick along with the one we already have. And I like Kenny Stills. I think he's a really good receiver, but I also think he's expendable for another top 10 pick, man. So we're gonna see what we can do. Send this trade over to Cincinnati, see if they'll take this. They denied the first time. Okay, we're gonna have to add us a draft pick to it. I'm thinking maybe a 6th round or 5th round pick will do it. With 2 top 10 picks, I definitely think we'll be guaranteed 2 starting caliber players, or at least 2 productive players right off the bat. So if we draft right, okay, I guess we'll have to give them the 4th round pick anyway. We'll give them the 4th round pick. And they accepted that deal. So yeah, we have another top 10 pick along with the one we already had. So we're in good shape, man. Got about $37 million in cap space, man, so we're in good shape. We'll be able to shape up this roster quite well, I think, man. And as you can see, man, this draft class has a lot of potential at each position. Trying to go up and down each position, let you guys see. We have elite prospects in every position, man, and productive players, at least 5 to 10 productive players at each position. So it's going to be a nice draft. We just have to draft right and draft the right guys, and they'll be immediately productive, and I feel like we'll be doing good. Elite running backs, elite wide receivers, tight ends, decent quarterbacks, man. We have at least 5 elite quarterbacks. So yeah, it's a pretty deep draft class. And we know these Dolphins have a lot of holes we need to fill, so it's going to be a good draft for us. And I still don't know how I feel about drafting a quarterback first. I do feel like we have a lot of skill position holes that we need to fill. And this guy, Joe Thibodeau, may be the best player in the draft. He's a defensive tackle. I may work on the pass rush or the defensive side first. I don't know yet. We may take a quarterback later in the draft and develop him. I don't know yet. A lot of potential on this defensive side of the draft. At the draft, we're definitely going to go further into detail about each player that gets picked early. Nice looking defensive backs, linebackers, safeties. Oh yeah, man. Jeffrey Wallace. That's another one. Joey Greenberry, that's another one. LaTevin Fulton, those two guys, man, dynamic, strong safety. So yeah, we got some game changers on both sides of the ball in this draft. But we're gonna end the episode off right here. But like I said, if you want to stay tuned with this Miami Dolphins series, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Stay tuned, Mad190, and we out.